Hello, my name is Paulina and I study English almost every day with outcomes advanced. Welcome aboard. I hope we are pushing the end of Unit 2 relationships. However, today we are still working with it, okay? And first and foremost, I want to ask you again, how are you? And what about the weather in your city or in the place where you live? Are you fine with the weather we are experiencing now or not? So just let me know if it's really hot, because as you can see in my city, it's still almost extremely hot. Okay, a bit better, but still not that comfortable temperature. Okay, so as for our home task, we were to revise our vocabulary, and now we're gonna work with some words with Wordwall, in Wordwall, okay? And then we proceed to speaking part, which you were supposed to practice at home, and with the first practice here, okay? First of all, we are going to do this. So I'm going to share the screen as usual and share the link with you, okay? So that you can keep up with me, all right? Here we go. Now I'm doing all that myself. You can just watch or do it with me. Find your most important job activity. Find your calling. Okay, this one I know. Oh, it's going to be a bit difficult. An amount that is more than acceptable, expected, or reasonable. More than accepted. Exceed. I think exceed of choice. No, excess of choice. Yeah? Yeah. Maybe. Ready and willing to communicate, not alienated or estranged. Be on speaking terms, I guess. Yeah, begin speaking terms. Cause a problem to begin or grow. Stir things up, right? Agree with them, with people, I think, and have the same opinions and views as other people do. It's see eye to eye, okay? If two people do it, they form good relationships or become friends. If two people gel, it means they form a good relationship. To notice that something odd is happening. Let me see. Detect the signs of something, right? To give something, especially money, in order to achieve, okay, together with other people, contribute equally to something. Difficult to describe, achieve, or remember. It's elusive. What's been elusive so far for you? Really, because I can't imagine myself. I don't know why I have taken this word to consideration, because what is elusive for me, actually? Maybe love is elusive. Okay, sorry. It's likely to happen. It may well happen. Work hard enough. Pull your weight. Oh, I'm sorry, something wrong with my camera. All right, I'm back. Pull your weight. Try to tackle problems. Try to sort out the problems, but I think it's different here. Attempt to sort out problems. Okay, yeah, it's this. Agree to fight or compete with someone. Pick up or take up the gauntlets. Just take. Take care, look after, keep an eye on someone. To successfully deal with or continue to live despite a difficult situation or experience. Live to tell the tale, right? Yeah. Criticize someone or ask them to explain their actions. Call someone out on something. if I'm not mistaken, call, where is that? On, yeah, on something. Go further than it's considered acceptable or correct. Overstep the boundaries. Just boundaries. Why do I always want to put that here? Overstep the boundaries, set the boundaries. Maybe just particular boundaries that you want to set. Actually, maybe because of this. I don't know. Provoke a debate. Spark. Yep. Be enough to determine, be sufficient to determine, this is easy, profitable, lucrative, all right. Insist, make, and persuade. It was from the last list. Push someone to do something to, yeah, push someone to do something. To cause strong feelings. Tear the string, the strings, the heartstrings, yeah? Tear the heartstrings. Heartstrings, okay. Where's that? Pull, tug, tear. Different versions. Make something perfect or suitable, hone, it means hone something, yeah? Knowing it, I'm sorry again. Knowing each other well enough to call each other by their first, be on first name terms. Attempt to understand and make judgments based on practical facts, reason. Comfort someone. Put people at their ease. Yeah. To make problems, difficulties less serious or easy to solve. Lighten up, no. No, I don't remember. Smooth things over, sure. Value a skill or a good quality that you have pride yourself on. A lot of something, a wealth of something, and surprise someone when she or he does not expect. Catch someone off guard. Let's submit answers and check them. Well done, Polina. Okay, I hope you did your best as well as me. And now we dive deep into speaking section. Actually, I must confide to you that I've only described one of the situations here, actually out of all 9. Only number 2, let me just tell you. So your father is looking after your mother, who's very frail and unsteady on your feet, but he himself has become very forgetful and he's struggling to pull. So the thing is that I should describe it as if we were having a conversation, but as far as I'm alone here, I'm just going to describe it. Okay? So, well, you know, we've been going through a really difficult patch now, as my dad is caring for my mom. She is frail and unsteady on her feet, and my dad attempts to sort out this problem. However, recently he's become very forgetful and struggling to cope with all that. Hence, it's put a strain on my current life, as I have to take things into my stride now and care of them both before I know what to do. And honestly, I'm thinking of having a nurse for them to comfort, or a nursing home, as you know, they're not going to get back on the straight and narrow, you know, and they can't. So I believe it will be best for them, as and after all, I can't come to their aid whenever needed, okay, all the time. But there, I'm sorry, something's wrong with my camera. But there, they will be kept eyes on 24/7. I think it's the best choice. Alrighty, now the thing that I didn't prepare, though I've chosen the topic, I didn't prepare it in written form, I mean, okay? So don't judge me wrong, and so on. Poet's writing. Poems writing. Your son takes a very laid-back attitude to his studies, and although he's taken things on his stride so far, I'm sorry, something's wrong with my camera. I shall just try something else to do with that. I hope no. I'm so sorry again. I hope it will work till the end of the lesson. I hope very much because it's been 10 minutes already since we started. Okay, yours, so you are worried he might fall behind and fail. Okay, so let's say I'm his mama. You know, my son, Jack, he's being so very laid back. He's been taking a very laid back attitude to his studies recently, lately, and you know, these teenagers who think that nobody understands them, nobody can attempt to tackle their problems, and they struggle to be comforted all the time. So he continues not pulling his weight that much that is needed, though the exam is coming, right? However, I must admit that he's taking things in his stride so far, and really, and I know that he has a stubborn streak, so I think he can get ahead if he needs. Though I'm sure he won't get back or get behind someone's back to do that. Anyway, I'm just worried. I know that that's my problem, and I have to keep myself to myself. And what I mean is that I have to let him go. I have to let go, yeah, because especially sons, they are future men, and I have to, you know, let him take things into his stride, really, and get the outcomes he will get, and everything like that. Okay, if I don't do that, I just undermine his. It means I undermine his matureness, yeah, maturity. So I mean, his man-like skill and so on. See, so I'm here to be worried. He's there to take things into his stride. Right? Speaking, not my best part. That's why I'm here. So let's continue. Here were two actually problems that I liked. So maybe I'm going to describe both. I don't know. Let's see. So your neighbors seem to be going through a very rough patch and are constantly shouting. You've just heard several things being smashed and the woman screaming, stop it, at the top of her voice. Lisa, you know what happened last night. I heard some things smashed. And the woman screaming, stop it, stop it. These were my neighbors. I was awake in the middle of the night. Can you imagine that? And it didn't stop after that. It even got worse. And I'm not sure what I should do actually in this case, because I know that they are going through a really rough patch now, and but they've been always like this all the time, really. I've always heard their quarrels all the time, and I know that her husband or boyfriend, I don't know, he's prone to outbursts like that, and maybe it's just because she's prone to answering back in her turn, right? And none of them will ever back down or come to a compromise or something like that. I think they're not attempting to sort out any problems. They're just, you know, standing up for their principles. They are sticking to their own guns, I mean each other, and don't want to sort out the problem, to tackle problems. They just want to be heard or something. But actually, I don't care what's happening there out of the door. I mean, in their flat. Okay, that you did at me. If you know this phrase, please text me in the comment section below. Okay, so I don't care. The fact is that it just disturbed me from sleep all the time, and it happens so regularly now that I can't just take no notice of that. I think next time I'm gonna just call the police, and I wish I called them, sorry, today, but things are done already. So next time, yeah, police right away. Okay. What do you think? Next, you've had a few problems with a project at work through no fault of your own, but you think a colleague has been going behind your back in order to undermine you and get your job. Well, you know, Peter, you know, I have that colleague that is prone to going behind someone's back in order to get ahead. And last time that happened to me, it was nice to gossip about her, you know, in the past, as far as it didn't come down to me. But when it came down to me, when it has come down to me, I should put my finger on it, really, because otherwise I'll lost my job. I hope my boss is not that jerk. I hope he isn't, and he won't like won't believe her. But I'm already struggling with my project, and it's not my fault. I've always loathed people, loathed people who are prone to going behind my back. I just can't understand it. I'm not that kind of person at all. And I think if you mess things up, right, you have to just try to tackle it. Yeah, calm, especially if you are on speaking terms like we are with that colleague. Why not to come up to me and to talk, right? Because everything can be patched, everything can be sorted out if you are willing to, right? But she's not a decent girl at all. Yeah, we all know that. So what would you do? Would you go to a boss instead of talking to that girl, or still try to find a solution yourself with her? Okay. I'm always done. I'm sorry, I'm almost done with the speaking. You know, this flow has slowed, as you can see. Anyway, you think your husband, wife is too soft with your children and far too indulgent. You often refuse to buy the children things and you set clear rules, but then they go to your husband. Let's up. And she or he gives it immediately and undermines me. Okay. You know, Lucy, okay. I've got children, you know, and I've got a husband, of course, and we're happily living together. We've been living like together for 15 years now. But even to our ideal relationships, sometimes problems come. And this time, my dear niece, he is so soft with our children and far too indulgent. What I mean is that as far as I refuse to buy them something they want, they just come up to him and that's all. That's done. They have what they want. And I think this such demeanor, it's like behavior, demeanor. It just undermines me and my status, and it creates mixed messages, right? So children learn how to communicate not with parents but with dad and mom separately, and this is something really important, as I believe that parents must be a kind of a team, must stand up for their principles that they have had arranged to stick to beforehand, before having children. And this should be led throughout life, because children are just a sec. Subsequent consistency, yeah, because children via consistency, right, they otherwise there would be anarchy. You will have you won't be able to do anything with them, and it would be just hell actually. So I think I have to talk to my husband and put my mind to it, as otherwise we'll lose control over our kids and over our family ties, really. Yeah, because we have to be the team and stick to our guns that both of us had arranged to stick to beforehand, right? Okay, so I'm done for today. Speaking is over. Unfortunately, yeah, I must admit it, we can't use these things, but you can always, find people, I mean, worldwide, anywhere, like on Facebook, to tell your stories to them or practice your English skills as mentioned, right? We don't need it here. Great. So I will be glad to read your descriptions of the problems here, okay, in the comment section below. So you're welcome, as usual. All right. And the last thing, finally, we have to do before we proceed to the third part, the third unit, is video 1, big city construction, which I haven't seen. I must admit, I haven't seen it. And of course, as usual, we have some pre-watching tasks. So let's see what we have. Absolutely, I'm unprepared. Can you imagine that? Working pairs, okay. Check you understand the phrases below. Sorry, discuss what you think could go wrong with each of these aspects of building a skyscraper, what the consequences of the errors might be, and how they might be resolved. Okay, so what can happen, the consequences, wrong, consequences, resolve. Okay. Get planning permission, employ a building crew, blast a hole for the foundations. Okay, bring in and remove materials from the site. Site, it means website, right? Erect and operate cranes. Erect, I don't know. Erect. What was that? Erect. Then, sorry. To build a building wall, build a building. I love this one. Okay. Or as a structure or renting. deal with suppliers, ensure life safety, protect the adjacent building. Adjacent that are adjusted, or what adjacent? Like neighboring, adjacent, very near, next to. Okay, I was right. Great. Yeah, such a switch from relationships to buildings and constructions. Okay, nice. So what can go wrong? What could go wrong when get planning permission? Everything could go wrong, especially in big cities, in big countries where bureaucracy is like this level up high, right? What could go wrong? Someone would just refuse to give you that permission, or just a simple stamp on one of the papers. It can easily happen. I'm sorry, it could easily happen there. Yeah. What else? What the consequences of the errors? Oh, right. Well, you could just make a mistake like 1 centimeter, extra centimeter to the left, and all the project is fucked up, right? The consequences of the errors. No, it does not work. No, I've already said it. How they might be resolved. It's a good question how you can resolve the problem when someone just doesn't want to give you permission, you know. I'm not into this topic at all, you know, so I don't know what to do. Just be consistent, consistent. Just be consistent and come and come and come again and again. One day they will approve it, right? Employ a building crew. What could go wrong? You could hire some incompetent people, though they would just show you some papers or documents, yeah, proving that they are competent. In fact, they can appear not to be. Of course, what are consequences? Your the worst one is that building would just fall, right? They wouldn't be able to even construct it, to erect it. Less serious consequences are lost time that you would have to hire some other people. Yeah, so deadlines would be delayed. How might this be resolved? I think, first of all, is to hire a highly qualified and very competent HR manager who will employ a really competent building crew instead. Let's see what is the I need some synonyms. Able to do, great. Adept, capable, expert, proficient. Okay, nice one, proficient. Competent is proficient. So who will be proficient enough? Yeah. Skillful, nice one. Obvious one. Anyway, capable. You see what I mean, I think. Yeah. Blast a hole for the foundations. What could go wrong? Okay, again, if so, the blast could be too powerful, so that neighborhood would be destroyed, and people would die. Or even it's not that bad. Just a few more damages would carefully. would be okay. And consequences is that you would have to pay extra for these damages to people or to the city government, to the city administration, and so on. How it might be resolved? Not even double check. I think it should be like 10 times check before you push the button, right? One of them. And again, proficient, right? Proficient, competent, capable, and skillful people at their position. All right. So I think we have to stop now. Thanks for watching. As usual, I was very, very glad to work with you and with myself. I think it went not that bad today, and even good, I can say. So just practice again. Yeah, practice. And by the way, I have ended the book. I finished it because it was not that difficult. I've taken 199 words from it. Not that much, actually, not that many. I'm sorry. And the book was like light reading. It's a kind of light reading. But I think such books, they have to exist. They have to be in our lives just to lighten up sometimes from time to time, yeah, and to distract from something not very pleasant and so on. So I think this book is worth reading anyway, especially for those who is able to read in English, and it just will derive you pleasure, really. Okay, so thank you for attention. See you on Friday. Fingers crossed. Okay, have a nice day. Goodbye.